Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets behind those massive corporate filings. Today, we're diving into a report from Ondas Holdings Incorporated that has got a bit of a glow up, or at least a sale that has been made official. So, what is the big news? It looks like Ondas Holdings Incorporated has wrapped up a massive fundraising deal, bringing in about $1 billion. That is a huge number, and it usually means a company is either planning something big or needs to shore up its finances. Let's break down what this filing tells us. First off, we have the standard information at the top. This is a Form 8K, which is basically a report for special events that shareholders should know about right away. It is filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, the government body that keeps an eye on public companies. This confirms it is a current report, an important update for investors. The company is incorporated in Nevada, which is a common state for businesses due to its corporate-friendly laws. And here is their IRS Employer Identification Number, a unique tax ID for businesses. These are all the nuts and bolts of who they are and where they're registered. Now, they do list a phone number and an address, but honestly, for our purposes today, these are just formalities. What we're really interested in is the why behind this filing. These boxes are for specific situations where a filing might also count for other rules. For this particular report, they are not checked, meaning this 8K is solely for the event it is reporting. Here is something important. Ondas Holdings Incorporated has its common stock trading on the Nasdaq Stock Market LLC under the ticker symbol ONS. This tells us it is a publicly traded company and its shares are available for anyone to buy or sell on a major stock exchange. They're also indicating whether they are an emerging growth company. This status comes with certain regulatory benefits, like allowing them to delay adopting new accounting standards. They have not elected to use the extended transition period, meaning they are adopting new financial reporting rules as they come out, which suggests a commitment to transparency. Now we get to the heart of the matter. Item 8.01 covers other events. This is where the real news is broken down. This is the blockbuster announcement. On the 12th of January 2026, Ondas Holdings Incorporated officially closed a registered direct offering. What that means is they sold a significant amount of their stock directly to a select group of investors, like institutions or wealthy individuals. And this deal brought in about $1 billion. A registered direct offering is a way for companies to raise capital quickly without the lengthy process of a traditional public offering. The reference to Exhibit 99.1 means the actual press release detailing this is included with the filing. This section tells us what other documents are attached to this report. As mentioned, Exhibit 99.1 is the actual press release about the offering. This is typically where the company puts its spin on the news, highlighting the positives and their plans for the new capital. Exhibit 104 is the cover page in an interactive data format. This is for electronic filing and helps systems process the information. And finally, the signatures. This section confirms that the report has been reviewed and approved by authorized individuals within the company. Here, Eric A. Brock, the Chief Executive Officer, has signed off on the report, signifying that the information is accurate to the best of his knowledge. Now, let's talk about what this huge influx of cash means. Raising $1 billion is not a small feat. For Ondas Holdings Incorporated, this could be a game changer. It signals that investors have confidence in the company's future prospects and are willing to put a substantial amount of money into it. So, where might that money go? Companies typically use funds from such offerings for a few key reasons. They might invest in research and development to create new products or services. They could use it to expand their operations, perhaps into new markets, or to increase production capacity. Another common use is to pay down debt, which strengthens the company's financial position. Or they might make strategic acquisitions, buying up other companies to grow their market share, or acquire new technology. Without the full press release and more detailed financial statements in this specific filing, we can't pinpoint the exact allocation of these funds. However, the sheer amount signals a significant strategic move. This isn't just a minor funding round, it is a major injection of capital that suggests Ondas Holdings Incorporated is poised for significant growth or is looking to make a substantial impact in its industry. When a company raises this much money through selling more shares, it is important to consider the potential for dilution. Dilution happens when the total number of shares outstanding increases, which can reduce the ownership percentage of existing shareholders and potentially lower the earnings per share. However, if the company uses this capital wisely to generate significant growth, the increased value of the company can outweigh the dilution effect. Looking at Ondas Holdings Incorporated specifically, They are primarily involved in the Internet of Things, or IoT space, providing wireless connectivity solutions. $1 billion could allow them to significantly scale their infrastructure, invest in next-generation technologies like 5G and beyond, and compete more aggressively with larger players in the telecommunications and IoT markets. Now, from a Warren Buffett perspective, we always look at the long-term value and a company's economic moat. Is this $1 billion going to build a stronger competitive advantage for Ondas? Is it going to fund innovation that truly differentiates them in the market? That is the key question. Raising capital is one thing, but deploying it effectively is where the real success is determined. The market will be watching closely to see how these funds are utilized and what kind of returns they generate. In conclusion, this Form 8K filing from Ondas Holdings Incorporated is a clear signal of a major financial event. The company has successfully raised approximately $1 billion through a registered direct offering. This capital infusion is poised to fuel future growth either through expansion, innovation, or acquisitions. While the exact details of how this money will be used are yet to be fully disclosed in this particular filing, the size of the offering is a significant indicator of investor confidence and the company's ambitions. The real test, as always, will be in the execution. Can Ondas Holdings Incorporated translate this substantial investment into tangible growth and a stronger market position? The coming quarters will reveal whether this is a strategic masterstroke or simply a financial maneuver. Alright, that is our breakdown of Ondas Holdings Incorporated's latest filing. What is your take on this massive funding round and what it might mean for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps us out, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate finance. Don't forget to check out our Discord community linked in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.